My name is Maureen Browne. Now, there are a number of things I want you to do for me today. So the first one is obedience. There are a number of you in the back. Believe it or not, we're streaming live. Okay? So could we get you to come forward and sit up here? Live? Yeah? We're streaming live. So good morning to our online. We're on YouTube. And I want to say morning to all of you. Remember, you can ask questions. I'll try to refer to you from time to time. I will not forget you. You can put your questions in the chat box on YouTube and we will respond accordingly. So those of you who come a little closer, come and fill the gaps, fill the gaps. They actually do this in for the awards. So you see when you see the awards on TV, you see a big crowd and it looks full. That's what they do. They ask the people to come up close, come close, and so we would look really good. Yeah? So come a little closer to me, come a little closer, come and sit closer to me, come. And it would look better, you know, if those who come, they're easing in the back and not, you know. Come and get on camera, people. Come. Help me with this. I'm struggling too, but we're here to do this, yeah? And we're going to do it good. And we're going to do it right. Because we're a special and a unique people, yeah? Alrighty then. So today, we're doing an introduction to financial literacy. Now, there are a few things I like to do. And one of the things I like to do is prayer. Yeah? So I'm going to ask all of you to stand with me. And the goodly Paula Nels Ward, she's going to pray for us this morning.
All right, let's just bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks, God, for bringing us here safe. Thank you for life and the ability to learn. Father, we know that this subject is not the easiest, but Father, we know that through you all things are possible. So we ask for the ability to understand what's going to be said, to take it in, Father, but also to use it to our benefit. Father, give us direction, give us understanding, give us the will and the willpower to follow it through and to actually take action on the information we receive. Father, we give you all thanks, all praise in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen. You may be seated, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Everybody know the formalities of where you go if there's an alarm and we need to get over here quickly. Everybody know where to find the bathrooms. And then the rules of engagement, I will repeat them because I know sometimes, you know, there's so much going on in our lives we forget certain things. So the first rule of engagement really is that I want you to participate. So if I ask you to run, jump, sing, dance, anything like that, I want you to participate. The more you put into this session today, the more you will get out. All of that is a part of learning. I'm not going to ask you to do anything I'm not willing to do. So if I say run, you can see me running too. I might not look as good as some of you, but the point is I'll be running with you, yeah? I ain't going to be asking you to do things that I will not do. Secondly, in terms of making contributions or asking a question, now we like to give you lots of context and we go wrong and come back and you're there wondering, asking questions and making a comment, you're not sure. Our time is short, so we got to do a lot in that little time we have. So I'm saying, if you have a question, get straight to it. If you have a comment, make the comment, and then you can give me a little context, but not too much, because we don't want to be long-winded about what we're saying and what we're doing today. Thirdly, I need you to respect each other's contributions. Sometimes a question may come out kind of strange. It might sound funny to you, but the point is that person needs clarity. Actually, it might help somebody else in the room who's not as bold to ask the question. We're learning from each other, yeah? So please respect, and you know, if the question didn't come out good, but you might understand it, you could ask the question for the person or help, yeah? We're not gonna laugh and try to pull down each other. In Barbados, we practice sarcasm very, very well, yeah? And it's a very demeaning thing, and I'm trying my best to get out of it. So I would encourage any of you who want to join me on that journey of exiting from the sarcasm attitude that you join me today. Let's start a movement, yeah? You know, we got some devices now, we and them are inseparable. I can't even remember the song to start to sing it for you. Please put them on silent. I mean your mobile phones or your cell phones, in case you're wondering, what is she talking about? Please put them on silent or put them on vibrate, yeah? If for any reason you see it quietly ringing or vibrating, I would ask you, if you need to answer it, step quickly to either door and talk out there, yeah? It's quite disruptive for someone to be in the meeting. We're here talking, we're trying to learn, and somebody, yeah, I in a meeting, all right, yeah. No, don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's respect the fact that someone is talking, let's listen to each other, yeah? Last but not least, this is truly just as important as the others. Smile at me every couple of minutes. If you're tired, just tap the person side of you and say, "Is you turn now, smile." You fuel me when you smile at me, and I love people, and I love to be with people. I realized that I had to finally admit to that a couple of years ago. I like people. I like to be with people. I am not one of those people who would prefer to be alone. No, I wouldn't. So I need you to smile, yeah? Alrighty, so let's get started now. Those are all the formalities out of the way. I understand. Good morning to anybody else who have joined us on the live stream. For those of you who might have just come in, we're streaming live. Madam, could you draw a little closer and come out of the back? Please don't give me any trouble. Oh, because you're coughing. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so Roland Bowen isn't with us as yet. He's on his way. Y'all know who Roland is. Roland is a visually impaired person who will be joining us today, so we want to make sure when he comes, he's quickly settled, so we want to make sure the right seat is available for him, yeah? And as I was saying before, to our live stream people, morning again to you, please put your questions in the chat box and they will be answered, yeah? Alrighty, so what are we saying? I need to apologize for the constantly cutting out, cutting in. I really don't understand what's going on with it. And this is a new thing, and it's just not behaving right. So we will soon get it rectified. I will not give you any dates, because you know you're Bajans. I'm going to come and say, wait, everything's in this, so and we can get it fixed. So no. Our objectives today, we have three main objectives today: to ensure that participants have the knowledge and a clear understanding of financial literacy. We want you to adopt healthy attitudes towards managing your finances. That's for those of us who might not have a healthy attitude, and I know about that. We want to recognize the key components of sound financial management. So today is an introduction, yeah? You can't get everything in this short seminar, but it's to start to stimulate, it's to start to activate, you know, to do different things. Agenda, we have three things on our agenda today. It's not long, it's going to be the definition of financial literacy. I love definitions. You'll get a handout at the end, so if you can't scribble down and scramble down everything, don't worry, the handout will be there for you. Ma'am, don't go to the back. Come near to the front. Come near to the front. Fill up, fill up. Oh, just good. I know, you know how we do things. Right, so we got a definition. I love definitions. They give you a quick understanding, or they're supposed to give you a quick understanding of the subject matter, and it helps us to then build quickly on that understanding, that basic understanding. Then we're going to look at the fundamental principles of wealth creation. All of you know this. I doubt we're doing a lot of new stuff today, but it's just to get you, you know, to keep on the right track for those of you who are on the right track, and for those of you who've fallen off to get back up today. And for those of you who have not started, you're going to start today. And thirdly, understanding money and how it works. Okay? A definition of financial literacy. Financial literacy is seen as a set of skills and knowledge that allow persons to make informed, efficient, and effective decisions about their personal, monetary, or economic resources. I took that from Investopedia 2019, and I'm going to repeat it. I will repeat some things from time to time, and all of that is a part of learning. So what is it? It's seen as a set of skills and knowledge that allow persons to make informed, efficient, and effective decisions about their personal, monetary, or economic resources. So today we're going to look, so this part of the training, we're going to look to see what skills, if we have these skills, if we can call ourselves financially literate. So what's going to happen is that when we go through the skills and the knowledge, I'm going to have a question for you. Are you financially literate? And on a scale of 0 to 100%, what would you rate yourself? That's going to be my question for you. So today we're going to find out if we're really financially literate or not. This is not about shaming anybody. Okay? No, it's not. Remember, we're on a journey. You know, believe it or not, The government of Barbados is depending on each and every one of you to help turn around this economy. So if anything is up to them 30 people in there when they're wrong, they can set all the policy or anything is up to us. So each and every one of you this morning has a responsibility to put your hand to the plow, and we ain't turning back, we ain't looking back, we keeping focused and we moving forward, because we're going to become financially literate if we aren't there already, or we're going to improve as we go along. And we're going to help build wealth for our families, our communities, and this nation. We're going to get into wealth creation, yeah? So, and for those of us who think wealth is only for a certain skin color, it's not true. It's not true, yeah? The most riches in the other parts the place with the people dark like we. Wanna ever hear that? Yeah, so therefore, it means that we should have some of that as well, don't you think? Don't you think? There you go. All right, so let me see what we're talking about. So if you claim that you're financially literate, the first one there might be a struggle for some of us to create and manage a budget. Now, you know we like to get we budget. Some of us, we will start, and then after, well, we ain't bothering with that no more, because that is getting we too much trouble. Ain't the budget though, is we. So don't be fool yourself, don't be blame it. So if you say you're financially literate, you will be able to create and manage a budget. So even if it frustrates you, you're going to come back again and deal with it. You can make the necessary adjustments. If you say you're financially literate, you're going to be able to track your spending. No, we can get down to tracking so serious then if we didn't doing it before. So you know sometimes you step into the store, and like one time we went to get a watch strap. And I went to a store somewhere up Swan Street. So he do his strap for me, and I was very happy. He took my money, and I said, sir, receipt? He said, oh, you want receipt? I said, yes, I want receipt. So he had to fly down somewhere, and he broke this old, you know, kind of slightly not so clean thing, but I didn't care. You give me my receipt. So don't be ashamed to ask people for the receipts. And let me tell you something. Better keep a little notebook, because you know the little $2, you know when the pastor gave Salvation Army or Saturday, I saw some little children, and I was like, where's your parent? She pointed, so okay. The little children coming up, and you know they want the $1 or the $2 for the school thing, the fundraising. So you know we do that a lot. They pull out, they get them a little $2 here, $1. You should be tracking them kind of spending too. Seriously. You know, sometimes you decide to visit church, you ain't pass there for long. So your conscience got you know, so you can play a pulling out bait and trying in all of them things you need to be tracking. You understand? That's what we're saying. You have to track these things. So I know it might not be a practice, but we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to get a little better. You know, you might got a little favorite niece or nephew or cousin that you would give them a little something and thing. Track them things. That's why we're talking about track your spending. Okay, I mean, I carried it down to that level. Yeah, so whether it's a little notebook you have or not. I remember I used to work at a firm, and sometimes you would see the entrepreneurs, the self-employed people, and they would come in. You see that box in the corner there? And in that box will have every receipt, probably for any time business start, who knows. It's better to do that than to not have anything, and then they go question you. So when you first start, how much money you start with? Well, I can't even remember that. I can't remember nothing. I don't know you start about 6-7 years ago. I know I can't remember a thing. But it's better to have the box with the receipt. So all I'm saying is, what I do is I have, so when I go to bank, I say, the money bags, right? So what I do is I will mark them off. I started doing it in 3 months now. But I will go a bag for January, a bag for February, or whatever. So as soon as you put the receipts in so when I go clean out, because you know how we women is got a purse look fat, like you got a lot of money, and that is bare receipts. So that is what's happened to me. I mean, mama, you want to, right? But me, my purse look real fat. I'd be feeling very fussy, but that'd be receipts. So after a while, I just set them out, stop in it, stop pretending. Yeah? So all I'm saying is, take out the receipts, get the little money bag, or little envelopes. You know when you get envelopes, you know when you get the bills in the envelopes, not your envelopes, just pack them in there, you understand? So then I would single them out, and I asked a friend to help me out, so I would give her a little something. That's when the business, I ain't telling her how much. She's my friend, I give her a little something to put them in a spreadsheet, you understand? So that I could keep track. So then I would do my filing when the year come. You mean, of course. Actually, my accountant was quarreling with me the other day. I'm blessed to have an accountant as my good friend. That is one of business. And she was quarreling because she said, listen to me, if you're going to be starting to get people help you out, you got to start writing checks. I'll tell you about that already. This thing paying out cash, they all the expense at you. You understand? So some of you might not have checkbooks, or you might decide to keep far from them. You might have to get some. You might have to start getting a check and go, Maureen, I tell you already to get I tell you already get business. I said, man, them they charging me. When they first started, they charging me. She said, they don't charge it no more. I call somebody else, they don't charge it, but at that time they charging me. As far as I'm concerned, no star, no trying to get a little something. I ain't paying them no monthly, nothing. You understand, that's how I feel. But no, I'm a little older and wiser. I will obey, because I will tell them about some of my trials. Anyhow, so to understand and utilize debt repayment techniques, this is my favorite one here. Now this is serious business, Don't put it on the hands. But the one I like to talk about is the credit card. Yeah? Then now the credit card, when I do the minimum payment, when I know what that means. When I debt real long, I went down when I order more, I want to borrow from them. You understand? So one of the techniques about that is that you don't pay back the minimum, you pay more. Yeah? Check this. I went and I found it this morning. At the end of 2017, Barbadians had amassed $347 million in credit card debt, according to the central bank's report. Between 2015 and 2017, credit cards increased by 40%. So we had 91,000 credit cards floating about in Barbados. And then by 2017, we had 129,000 credit cards in Barbados. Jesus. 93, and there's the one that got me. 93% of it is owed by individuals and households. When there ain't some businesses, you hear what I say? Where is that when I'm buying? Where is when I'm buying? And then they went on. I had to go, so I can't write down the rest. But the gist of what I was saying was, you know why that has happened? Because the interest rate. The interest rate. I'm telling about that minimum payment. So when we're talking about utilize debt repayment techniques, you have to get out. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you can manage to get the minimum payment, pay. You understand what I'm saying? But if you could do better, you see that shirt, and you see someone when I went to what is he long walk back to freedom? Right. That money could have gone and let down some of that debt. But when I went and know one of the agents, when I deck out from head to toe, deck out, new shoe, new dress, new bag, and the fellas must have went and get saying put on the car so they could come with the music play. I don't know, but I feel so. Right, I talking things. But that is my point. So let me give you a little story here now. Yeah, this is my favorite part here. The student revolving loan fund. Oh Jesus. Let me tell you something. In fact, I like to preface it by saying this. The people at the Trust Loan Fund trust you all. I beg you to pay it back. Please, I beg you. Come want me to pay it back. For many reasons, and I can tell one of my story. So there was a couple of years ago, more than a couple, but I don't want to tell one of my age, right? I borrowed some money from the student revolving loan fund. Well, I didn't intend. So I was not in Barbados, it was over in a way, as we like to say. And check me out there now, with bated breath, tears running down, my heart palpitating and everything daily. You know why? The Barbadians who refused to pay it back, the student revolving loan fund. And that was the time when it crashed. And the government of Barbados had to go to Parliament to get a supplementary. So me and many more across the world were waiting with bated breath I decided, oh my God, my whole future, I'm going to make myself shame. The people going to talk about my car. No, I want to like to talk about this. She plays she flying out there. She even had the money. I play she want to study. You know, I want to like to talk about we, right? And that time I feeling bad and I crying and my poor mother trying she best and we waiting. Well, I give God thanks because I pray enough. I get up on my knees and I cry enough and I believe He hear my cry. I don't know who else have in the business. I believe He hear my prayer. And the parliament pass it and we get we little money. But that was a lesson for me. How dare you? People trust you with their money. Yeah? And if you don't put it back in, the rest coming behind you can't get. So we the either out there strand out because they have some virgins that decided that they're going to be thieving. Because that's where it is. You understand what I'm saying? Alright, so I get the money. So the good thing about the student revolving loan fund, right? I had some good debt because I went and get the other student loan from the bank. No, the banks don't, them is so friendly. Them don't really, them ain't got no heart. I think people is throw away the heart when they go through door and junk them. Listen, so yes, God start paying back once to take people money, but not the student revolving loan fund. Them is give you time to study, feeling debt free or feeling, you know, you ain't got that burden to worry about. So, I took the loan, and what they do as well, they're so kind up there at the Student Revolving Loan Fund. They give you a year off if you want it, because they expect when you get up and study, they might take you a year or so to get a job. So you get a year grace that you don't have to start to pay back. So, I did get a job though, I must admit, but I decided to take the year. I want money. I got things to do. So it was a year loan. And because I took the year off, it then became a 12-year loan. You see what that one about ignorance? You see what that about ignorance? Right. You expect just an extra year? 12. So what I do though, I had to get smart now because I play tech a year. So what I start to do is every year I pay them more. I never pay back the minimum payment. So I get out of that debt before 12 years. So that's what I'm telling you about debt repayment techniques. I just want to give another thing, you understand? So before when I go in debt, when I better find out, you see that stupidness about the place? No down payment! That is, don't bother with that. Don't bother with that. Don't bother with that. That is keep being that even longer. Don't bother with that. So it is important that if you know these things and you practice them, we can start to get, you know, upon a way getting out of that and starting to build wealth and do things. So that is just the little one that they want to. Do not pay back the minimum. If you can't help it, fair enough. At least you're paying. If you owe the people and you're saying, happen around quick and talk to them, when you talk to your creditors, cause them it there. After, well, no. I didn't able to pay my student loan. I went and ran to them. And they said, no problem. I said, and I was getting unemployment. So I mean, then work out. And they tell the way to pay. I said, all right. They was willing with that. The bank is saying, it's all right. You know them they're a little hard, but I did stick it in my ground and let it intimidate me. Yeah, I got one of the money, but when they got gone. So if I had money to be paying one of them, we're going to get on, so I stand my ground. You understand? But all I'm saying is understand and utilize that remit. So consolidation is good as well, but every debt can consolidate. So you say you got 5 debts. It may be better to consolidate these 3 and let them 2 there by themselves. You understand? So all of these things is knowledge that you collect and you work to suit. Getting the experts early. Don't play that when you know or when you're running and ducking, because ain't going nowhere. At least it getting bigger, the debt. So don't run from it. Face it like a man and a woman. When I gave people money, face it. You understand? Good. To plan for retirement. You need to plan for retirement. If you haven't started, it's okay. You will start to think about how you're going to do this. And you're going to start to talk to the people that can tell you about retirement plans, yeah? Yes, they got non-contributory one. Listen, don't be waiting on that. And yes, when they want the children, right? So we ain't got much people to carry on, you know. When they want 1.5 point child and all kinds of stupidness. Huh? My mother had 9. You understand? Good. But when they start, I know we're struggling. But only a Barbados problem, though, it's a world problem. So all I want to play when I fast, when I want much children. But anyway, plan for retirement, that's my point. So the point is, if you plan, you will get there. If you don't plan, then you can be out to sea. I see some people that can't retire when they're ready to retire because they don't have enough money. One of the saddest things that I think I don't like to see is that when you can't work anymore for whatever reason, and then your standard of living goes down. It is so, it's so heart-wrenching. So I'm saying to you, people, start planning now if you haven't thought about it. They're saying, I went to a seminar a couple of years ago, and they're saying even though you have the NIS thing going on, because once you've contributed fully for 10 years, you will get something. But they're saying that will not probably be enough. You have to supplement it. So talk to people about retirement plans so that you can see what else you can do so that, you would have at least a little extra coming in, because you don't want and there's another thing too. And planning for retirement, that's another thing. Everyone have got one of big 5-barrel and 6-barrel houses now. Well, then listen, we all don't want to get. I can't clean all them rooms, don't try to fool nobody. Try and sell the house, so go a plan to sell it and buy a smaller one.
What children in here being good?
Yeah, but I know, but and that's my thing, right? But that's the thing. Who you in 5-barrel house with? Yourself? And the dust? Listen. The point is, you could. All I'm telling you is that is what you could do. When you're driving both the SUVs and things, listen, them is eating enough gas. When you start to get a certain age, you can buy a smaller vehicle. That's all I'm saying. Let wisdom prevail. The wisdom out there, I think it's Proverbs chapter 8 or Proverbs chapter 9. I mean, when I read that SV, I actually feel like crying and thing. It's be shameful. Because actually what he Solomon is saying is wisdom is out there free for everyone. It's just a disgust and a disgrace that we won't use it. It's free at day. So that's all I'm saying. Plan for your retirement and plan well. If you have the 6-barrel and the 5-barrel houses and the big time cars and stuff, think about it. When you get a certain age, you might not even drive your thing. You want to sound like that? Stop behaving like that. You want to sound like me? But I even able to get stairs there, you're wondering what they. All I'm saying is plan for retirement. You will determine what will suit you, your lifestyle, and what suit you. You understand what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. So start to think about it if you haven't started already. We need to plan for that. I just, it's hurt my heart when I see some of these things that I see. So yes, don't forget our live stream audience. We want you to put your questions and your comments in the chat box, and we'll be surely answering them for you. It's good to have you watching us. We welcome your contributions, and we're glad to have you with us here. Yes. All right, the next thing, if you say you're financially literate, then it means you understand the areas of investing and insurance. Yes, investing. Guess what? This color could do investing too. And it's important to understand insurance and get the necessary requisite. Don't do like me, all right, and don't have it, because it comes in handy. I mean, I did have some just when I was about to go and study, and I used it to help with my studies, yeah? And it could come in handy in a lot of other ways as well. I pray that all of you who have homes, you would have them insured. You're not playing around with that. I hope not. Yeah, it is important. When I was coming up, my mom said to us, what insurance? You're insured with Jesus. Well, I take she advice and that in words after what I realized anyway. So our parents mean well, but sometimes. And they weren't as educated and they didn't have as much information, but I find that there is a better quality of citizen, and they did better with the money. So we need to check ourselves, don't you think? Don't you think? I think so. So I am saying let's get let's get to know about the areas of investing and how we can invest. So that's another pathway that we're going to take up as a people. We're going to get interested in knowing about investing, and we're going to plan so that we can. You understand? All right, we're going to engage in tax planning. No, I ain't telling about me. I ain't telling about myself, because I know when I pay when I NIS. Yes. I know when it's filed when the year comes. Yes. All self-employed people are supposed to file. Paula tell them all about it. They're supposed to file, and I know all of you in here are filing. Yes, you've been filing from the time you started. You know, from the time you come out of as an employee, I know you were filing from before, and you continue, and you have that section sorted. Now, just in case there are anybody in the room or those on this live stream that haven't been, what I would say to you is that get yourselves down to brag fast, and speak to the customer service people, and they will direct you. When you engage in tax planning, somewhere down the road, nobody can turn up and say, look, what you owe me. You understand? And then when I got all kinds of, headaches and stuff. So this is what happened. This is what happened, peoples. So I talking about all my business. Father God. Anyhow. So I went to do, yes, I'm self-employed in case you didn't know that, but yes. So I went to do some work for a company. Very fairly, big company. And when I talk big, I'm talking about dollars, yeah? So I know my accountant friend, I just get her to file for me. Yeah, got the time. And she like to do it, so. If she I would do the druggery. I may be saying out, but she does it for me. So anyhow, so this is what happened. She sent me an email. She waited 2-3 days. I did not call her. She said, something is wrong. So she called me, ma'am, Maureen, you read your email? You see the email? Yeah, I see it. You read the email? No, but I see email. Because I figured she filed, and she was just sending back the stuff when you file online, For those of all of us who file online, we know that. Yeah, we always get back the things. She said, well, you need to open the emails. Jeez, so I'm like, all right. So I open the email. And I'm reading it. I said, what going on there? What happened? I can't get out on the sound. What you saying? What you saying there for that email? What you mean? She said, I figured that you didn't read that email. Cause if you didn't read that email, you would have done call me. Short of $4,000 I owe the government. I said, what? How that can happen? I mean, you didn't do my taxes to me. You didn't do any. What going on? She said, wait, Maureen, you know what happened to you? You know when you went working for so-and-so? She said, yeah. She said, well, guess what? They would have put you in as a contractor. So the system catch you. And you owe the government that money. That is what. Because most thing I ever owe the government is $170. So I went and pay off quick. Short of $4,000. Why never had a heart attack? I know that's petty cash for when it's giving the children that, but that ain't point. That was a lot of money for me. I understand that was a lot of money for me. Yes, sir.
From what I understand, they were saying that if you was make less than $200,000 a year, you ain't obligated to pay tax or something.
No, no. That's what you see. That's what you tell when I go down to Browne. Don't be listening to these people here. People say all kind of funny things. No. That they tell you that when you go off file.
Right. That's if it's a small business. Oh, right. You still pay tax.
Yeah, you pay as, and they're saying pay as you earn. Yeah, you understand? So that's what you gotta do. And those of you who know it better than me can tell us. So, what should have happened, right? Young man, I want you to listen. Yeah, so this is what should have happened. You see this 2019? All right, this is what's happening. When you gotta use the estimates from 2018 to pay 2019. So what happened? That would have been 2017. So what you should have done is in so it would have been 2016, going into 2017. So from January to June, yeah, you estimate. So like now this year I'm looking at 2018 and I go and estimate so that by June 15th I go and I pay. Yeah. By 15th of September again I go and I pay. By December the 15th again I go and I pay. If for any reason, whether you make money or not, the point is you have to file, yes, and if you overpay, yeah, you get back the money. But you pay as you earn. Yes. So that's why I want to get on to Brad quick and don't be telling me funny things like that.
For people like me that have asked a question,
Could the students in here tell him where Brad is, please?
see? I can tell you here.
I know that's a guess. Anyhow, Brad has offices, so you know, it's the Barbados Revenue Authority. They don't like you to call them Brad, so women are go down there better, go down there and call them the rates in here, call it when a gay wrong person, when it would feel it. It's Barbados Revenue Authority. They don't like you to call them Brad, so don't go down there calling them Brad here.
Because this is my first time.
You mean that you went and just registered the name and you never started a business? Right, but at least as a...
If you never earn, that's never earning.
Yeah, if you never earn, but you just file taxes. You were an employee at one point in time, you were filing your taxes? An employee at one point in time, you were filing taxes? Yeah. Were you an employee at any time?
Yeah.
Right, and that you were filing then. So what you did after you moved from an employee to self-employed?
Being registered business, right? You never fall into, you never start a business.
But then you ain't gonna give an account for that, right? No. File, if you don't, you still as a citizen of Barbados, right? Unless you are earning below, is 24th, is 25?
Unemployed people.
If you earn it, if
you're earning below 25,000, that's when you don't file. If you once you earning 25 and up, you gonna file. I heard that sound when I file. I heard that sound when ain't hold. Let me left that what that is. Get down to bra, get down to bra.
They give me
Right, 1 minute. Listen, I don't have all the answers. So there's some of us in the room that will be able to help. Go, sir.
No, I'm saying you made an interesting point. There are lots of things we can do, but you need to have that confidence. That's the person.
Yes.
Confident to tell you what you need to file that It's not expensive.
They're not. Okay, so they're directly to the card.
Listen. All right. So I'm glad that our colleague brought that up because that's one of the things that we need to deal with quick. The fear. Listen to me, people. The fear is the greatest slave system in the world. Fear. You understand what I mean? Say a prayer and tell God, send the one that you can manage. You understand what I mean? There's many around that there are many that are willing to help you. Everybody with discernment. I might, if you turn up, I might decide to give you a little bread. If she turn up, if she powerful, I might not give you the bread. No, I know. Paula, you will help. Where is what you all help y'all will want? Because we're gonna get to that part. We're going to get to that part where I'm talking about getting in the professionals, and I'm saying the one that you need to get in is the accountant, even if you can't get in the others. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying at least if you go to Browne and get some of the information there, but you need someone to help you. Yeah? to decipher all the information. But the people, the customer service people down at Browne should be able to help. Down at the Barbados Revenue Authority. Sorry, Barbados Revenue Authority. Erase that from your minds. They should be able to help you pretty, they should be willing to help you. But there are people around who will help you. If you get that about the expensive, and just don't do that to one themselves. Yes, there are some who might be expensive, but they're not all. The Small Business Association, they would have a whole set of them that they could refer you to. Paul, are you willing to help anybody? And I'm sure the people, right, because you might just setting up your books properly. That was another thing that is key and important, that after a man comes say, yes, Maureen, you have to, I got to set up your books properly. Because if you go to the bank or credit union and they want to see your financial statements for the last 3 years, if they're in the box, they didn't have it. So all of that is what the accountant can do for you. So you can make an arrangement or something. If you got services, one might be able to do the barter thing. So don't get on. Don't let fear. We gotta go to this fear thing. You understand? Right? And there might be people within this group here that can help you. So please, you okay? So don't the fear. I've just started getting fear. We're gonna take back up ourselves, and we ain't going the way we can be in Egypt longer than we supposed to be. You understand? So we ain't doing that, right? So the engagement tax plan, I thought I should spend a little time there because I know you all are compliant citizens, and there are those of us, all of us are paying our NIS, and we're paying as well. We're filing every year. I know those 2 basic things we're doing. Yes. And as I said, I advise you to go down to the Barbados Revenue Authority. There's the one by the Treasury building in town. There's Warren's, there's Weymouth, and there is Oistins, Pine and Oistin. So look, they're all over the place. We ain't got no excuse. You understand? Huh?
Not all.
They're going turns to mind your business. They're going turns people. I done with you to understand how money works. So if when a financially literate, when they're gonna know something about investing, when they're gonna put it on a plan, when they're gonna do something about the insurance, the things that need to be insured, you will insure. You're gonna engage in tax planning and you can understand how money works. You have to, people, because remember, we on a journey. We coming out to the poverty thinking so that we can start to create wealth not only for ourselves but our families, our communities, and the nation. I tell one of the 30 people in there depending on one here. Good. Don't fool one of us. I want to look at them. They're looking at one or two. So we all in this call. We all in this together. Y'all have some other country to go to? Good. To create and achieve financial goals. Anybody know what's one of my financial goals this year? Paul, don't answer.
One of your financial?
Yes. I don't go out for a burn house no more. All right, one of my financial goals this year, people, is to get rid of the debt. I have credit card debt. Yeah. So let me tell you about credit card debt here now. So what I found out, so I call it the bank. How much interest I pay on that? 21%. 21%, yep. And then I said, all right, so the credit union, they have something called line of credit. But you know me, I never indulged in it before. So I said, how much you pay upon the line of credit? 16%. That's a lot of money. Compared to 16, that's a lot less compared to 21%. So my plan is to go and get her line of credit and pay off then. And pay the line of credit. I read the credit union. People, I read the credit union. Right, but I decided a long time ago, I'm managing these things. They're managing me. I mean, the truth is, right? When you're swiping our credit card, ooh, it feels so good. When I ever feel it, it feels good. Ooh, I feel it. Ooh, I tell you here, it feels so good. Yeah, what? Oh, Lord. Then you get back, and that bill comes. She'll be shaking your head. So I know about all that. So I ain't talking to y'all about something I ain't know about. I telling you. To manage internal and external financial challenges, now you have to face them and manage them. So let me tell you about my favorite one. This is my favorite loan person, the student revolving loan fund. So I down the road now and I almost paid them off. Coming in for the home stretch. So I did think I had a year or two. People, suddenly a letter come through my door. From student revolving loan fund. Well, I hope I know that they got money for me. Or them tell me don't bother my head. Listen, and the thing about it is right when I get a loan from them, right, the book the fat. So I used to be looking at a book, I just shaking my head like, geez, so where this book ever go down? Anyhow, I put the home stretch feeling really good now. Hey, when I open the letter and I read, I do so, and when I throw that letter, I think it went behind the bed. And I decide that is where it will stay. I am not hurting my head with them. You understand? No, this is what was in that letter. Unfortunately, dear Miss Browne, we had forgotten to add the insurance. So now you owe us $1,100 and something, so you can come in and make some arrangements of how you will pay that. Oh yes, somebody that forget it? No, that with a business. Are you paying that? I pay that. And then a still small voice said, Maureen, go and get that. That's an external financial challenge. As far as I was concerned, how dare they put up with me? I called them, I quarreled, I fret and everything, and then they went and paid them. And I was not going to take out the $1,100 and pay them. I paid them like a who? That's what I did, because it had me way vexed. But I managed and I faced the external financial challenges. So from time to time, they will vex you. The government and all of them will vex you with these extra penalties, extra charges, all kinds. It's like, what? No, we ain't talking about this one, but you can still drop it here for when I call. You know when I'm going to fret, the water bill. Anyhow, we don't put that up. So let me tell you. So all I'm saying, we can manage it. However, we can manage it and we can deal with the internal and the external financial challenges. We ain't going to run from them. Even if we get vexed, when we done get vexed and we put away the emotions, we can do what is right. You understand? Because we all have to move this economy forward. It is not dependent on the 30 of them. It's dependent by each and every one of us who can make a contribution. Okay? Because you are well and you're okay. Everything is in place. Okay? And to receive counsel from a financial expert. And I would say, whether it's a tax or whatever, the accountant is at least the person that you want to draw near to. So you can bring your books into alignment. If you plan, and that's the thing, a lot of us did not pay attention, but you can have a plan. You can have a financial plan, you can have a relationship plan, you can have a career plan, you can have plans for everything. The point is, if you plan, it will work out. It will. And you go back to your plan and you keep revisiting your plan and making the necessary adjustments. We are going to face this thing. We won't come out of this poverty trap, peoples. I plan to get out of it. He devil trying his best, but he ain't get me. I ain't going down, so I fighting. You understand what I mean? Fighting. So we have to get our mentality sorted. You understand what I mean? It's because we think about money wrongly, and I know about that. So I'm not standing here as somebody that can't identify with that. I mean, some of you might have born with a gold spoon and a silver spoon and a platinum spoon in your mouth. I would not be talking to you, of course. But for those one or two in the room who might be understanding that when we have wrong thinking about money and wrong thinking about debt and how to deal with and business and all of that as well, when our thinking is off, then we stay off for a long time, and when we could have seen opportunities and go for them, we stay away. We think all kinds of negativity in our minds, and we really want you to start to think differently. Yeah? So basically, if you say you're financially literate, that's the kind of skills and knowledge that you would have. So, remember the question. So just throw stuff at me. You can be your neighbor or the person say to you. On a scale of 0 to 100%, how financially literate do you think you are based on the things that I just said that we're supposed to be able to do if we call ourselves financially literate? 60. All right. 60. All right. We have some brave people that say not. 40. All right. Anybody? 50%. Okay.
30.
Pardon me?
30.
30. All right. That one ain't so bad. Happy about tell me not. 1 and 2 and 10. What's wrong with that? The point is that if we start to give ourselves a rough estimate, it is about moving forward and progressing and improving. We ain't here to put on no we want another. You understand what I say? Nah, we ain't doing that. We are moving forward. Okay? So we're gonna start looking at money differently. Yeah? So that it will start to draw near to us. And we will see the opportunities of how we can create wealth in an ethical and moral way, of course. Yes, sir.
With the consolidation, where would you feel is the better place to go for the consolidation?
I really love the credit unions. I would say that I will push them all the time. But my thing is call around, visit and find out. Don't sit down and not. The other day, one of my friends, she was going to buy a house, and she was talking to one of her. And my friend, the accountant, she was talking to one of her financial advisors, believe it or not. And that's when she found out that Sagicor offers mortgages, believe it or not. And guess what? They had a better rate than the bank that she was originally going to go to. So that is what I'm saying. Where are we going to put him? You want to put him here?
Good morning.
You want to put him right here in the front? Welcome, sir. How are you?
Not too bad on yourself.
I'm well. We're glad to see you. We heard you were coming and you would be a little late today.
The taxi.
Yeah, the taxi was a little late. So Roland is joining us. Roland, we are on. Ronald? Let me see what you got here. All right, let me say Ronald. I like to read what I get. You understand? It's Ronald. Yes. So Ronald,
Yes, ma'am.
we're live streaming. Yeah, we are live streaming, and just I want to acknowledge our audience, the live streamers, if I could call them that. So remember to put your questions and your comments in the chat box, and they will be responded to accordingly. So, welcome, Ronald. And when you're ready, do you want me to continue or wait for you? Go ahead. Okay, good. All right. So, So nobody else want to tell me the score. All right.
I see your question in a portfolio.
Yes, sir.
Because most of what you say, without doubt, we would have some knowledge of.
Yeah.
And it's how much will you do?
Yeah.
That's the critical part. And realistically, many of us will not be in a position to do the things that we say that we should do. Now, how do we build that mentality to get to the stage where we do those things?
But the first thing I would say is that you need to have a plan. I want you, if there's one plan, I want you to start on tonight. So even if you pass on by the supermarket and buy a exercise book, my financial goals book, and I want you to start right now. So that's what I did. I went and bought an exercise book. I saw him bring it today. I didn't let one of the people in it door call when I talk about my business, right? And so I put on, and this is the thing. One of the things is they say your net worth is your assets minus your liabilities. Yeah? Good. So one of the things, I try that, what I put on first? All me debt. The government one? Yeah. The credit card one? You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is put on, if there's one goal let all of us have, if we have debt, let's have a plan to get rid of it. Whether we're going to get rid of it within a year or 2 or 3, let's just chip away. And I've found that so when you're paying off debt, stay focused and make sure you be consistent with the amount you're going to pay. So even if the minimum amount is $50, I'm saying whenever you can, push it to 55. Push it to 60, push it to 70, and just keep going, and just but don't go below 50. Stay with that. If anything, the 50 is where you fall down when you can manage. But if anything, keep pushing it, 55, 60. Because a banker told me that as well. Even if you pay $5, it's make a difference. Yeah? So do what you have to do. So one of our financial goals together as a group will be that we are going to get rid of the debt. You know that the world is work on debt, inflation, and interest rates. Yeah. You know this. Now I want starting a revolution. When I borrow the people money, it means when I agree to certain things, when I have to do it. In the Bible, you know that you don't charge interest. Yeah, I said in the Bible, when I live in Bible. Anyhow, I went on a course, I went on a social entrepreneurship course somewhere down that side, right? And there was an actual, I don't remember if he had retired, but there was a banker. He had moved away from the banking institution, and it was one of those countries in Asia. That's all I'll say. And he started this thing where he went into this depressed village, and he started to loan the people money, and he wasn't charging interest. That thing started to lift that place out of this world. So even if I think the Bible is stupid, cause some I want to fit so, you know, and whatever, it works. But the world, there's a system. So we feel we out of slavery. Debt, inflation, and credit, and the interest rates. You understand? So all I'm saying to you, if you want to go, so the goals, so some of the financial planning goals that y'all gonna have is to get rid of the debt. The next one is to put aside some money, and we come into that just now because we're gonna be putting aside to invest, to do all the things that we say we don't do or we haven't practiced. We're gonna set out a plan to practice what we don't. Just that alone. I remember throwing at my when I was finishing university, I said to one of my lecturers, he said, so you're gonna be doing your doctorate next, right? I was like, doctorate? Why didn't even plan to do this master's? Are you talking about doctorate? What are we talking about? So then I holler for in 10 years' time. Believe it or not, in 10 years' time, I started to get this thing in me like, I'm ready to do the doctorate. Seriously. So you will be surprised just throwing that at him. Yeah? And that's why I didn't even write it down. So you've heard about vision boards, right?
Yes.
Yes. They work as well. They work. So the Bible says, write the vision and make it clear. Start writing goals, people, and go back and check them and plan and start putting dates, because you want to do smart goals. You want them to be specific, you want them to be measurable, you want them to be attainable, you want them to be realistic, and you want them to be time bound. So even if you have to make an adjustment to the time, you make them. Come on. So we're gonna go home and are we gonna take out one of your children? You know, someone wanna got extra exercise books on for your children. Take out one of them, man. Don't go and spend the money. Or somebody, listen, I just go back and look for my folder papers and thinking as be writing plan them, I used to be looking back on the back and using back. I do all them kind of things here. Seriously. Yeah, exercise book costs, but well.
In your first book, anybody book to read all the things that is book. First thing you book is that exercise book, though.
All right then. So principles of wealth creation. Wait, I'm moving. No, ain't there. Yeah, so we're gonna play a little video for you to watch that I got from YouTube. I thought it was a really good little video. So hopefully.
How to get rich, ways to get rich, and the 7 laws of money. Law number 1, start letting Sharpen your saw. Increase your knowledge, your wisdom of money, and how to get it. The best time to start is right now. Wealth creation is not a mystery. It's not luck. It is not a secret. It is a repeatable process. It's something that anyone can and should learn. These principles come from a fantastic book called The Richest Man in Babylon by George Lawson. The 7 Laws of Success.
Right, and that book was written in 1920. So that's the thing about principles. They transcend generations, eras, cultures, whatever. And what I'm telling you today is nothing that you don't know. It's just for you to put them into practice and be consistent. So put aside 10% for self, yeah? We call it, some of us call it saving, yeah? So we're going to put aside 10% for self. Now you might not be able, and 10% is 10% of what you earn. You may not be able to do that straight away, but I'm saying to you, you need to put away something. If it can be 10, let it be 9.5, or 2% or 1%. The point is, put aside something. Just the discipline of putting it aside every month. So listen, if you will, even if it's just $1, get the piggy bank and drop it in there, because you want to get into the habit of being able to put aside something without just, spending all of it. I know right now you might have yourself maxed out, but the point is, if you could make that little sacrifice and put aside something, we could work towards the 10% eventually. Yeah. Create a budget and manage it effectively. We talked about that earlier. Multiply your income. Again, you multiply your income through investing. Yeah. So if the more you get to know about investing and the kind of things that you can invest in, I mean, it was about July is going to be about 2 years when I came across something called cryptocurrency, and that has really changed my whole world, and that's why I'm able to do this today as well. So you want to multiply your income through investing, yeah? That opened up my eyes. Protect your assets from loss. When I say protect your assets from loss, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Insurance. Yes, insurance, correct. Insurance is the first thing that comes to your mind. So you want to make sure that you have the necessary insurance in place. There are 2 other little things that people do not pay attention to. Yeah? And one of them is maintenance. Now you have equipment, you have stuff belonging to that you use in your business. When you do not maintain it, I know of an organization where they didn't have a maintenance schedule, they didn't bother, and you loads of money because it breaking down. You didn't pay the attention to it that you were supposed to pay. You didn't have a consistent maintenance schedule for taking care of that equipment. And just when you're depending upon it, and then you out to sea. So now the best order you ever had, the biggest order coming now, and look, you can't face the patrol. And then you quarrel with the devil and everybody else. Yeah. You didn't put the necessary things in place. So maintenance is another one of those things that you don't. So all your insurance you pay and you don't properly maintain that piece of equipment or different types of stuff that you have, you're still going to be out to sea. Another thing is a small little thing that people don't pay attention to, securing it. Where do you keep your stuff? Do you put them anywhere, everywhere? Do you pay attention to where you do that? Do you follow the manufacturer's instructions? If you have employees, are you making sure that they have their personal personal equipment on when they're using it? Because PPE. So let me tell y'all something. Y'all could curse the insurance companies as much as like, if the point is that you're supposed to put up this here and cover the thing, and you play that you ain't doing it, and then they come and they investigate and find out that you don't put it, you ain't getting the money. And you could curse and tell all kinds of things. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you were saying about insurance.
Yes.
No. In fact, probably going to go around shopping for insurance. Let me see what happened to people in those type of countries that was a big conglomerate.
Why tell you this, Maureen? We coming out of the fear.
No, but what I'm saying, when you shop for insurance, anything can be getting a particular which insurance you're going to pick.
You do your due diligence and stuff.
A good loan.
Yes, but you see, come, let me talk about it a little bit. Let me talk about it a little bit. But yeah, but you see length of time between there. And but all I'm saying to you is
sometimes you have to. It's all well said and done when you're starting out. But when you start out, you need someone to guide you in that direction. So sometimes when we say try this here, you might try it. Yes, we know it's not written in stone, it's not God. So things going to fail us. But suddenly when people get their money, which I know a lot of people did, went for their insurance policy, their repair, their investment in people, then all that money gone down the drain. So sometimes, you know what I'm trying to say, something you cannot put everything into one place. There's something you have to shop around.
Yeah, well, but there's a principle that we live on. You don't put all your eggs in one basket.
But you know, some people does that.
Yes, but we will be wiser and we wouldn't do those things. The NIS, yes.
So that lady, she taught for 40-something years. Then she said she would invest in it, because she had children. Then when she invested, she would like split the money like with the children. But then that didn't work.
Unfortunately,
so
yeah. You can't let fear, but you're not supposed to let fear. Right. But my thing is always do. But this is another thing, because Paula likes to refer to this. This is another thing. You have to pay attention to the money that you put different places, though. Sometimes we put money different places and we don't bother to look back. So because they said that the signs were there. And this is the thing about it. Clico was affiliated, had other companies around. So why are you not looking around and seeing what else they're doing? Because they're connected. Yes, but the point is they said the signs were about. But you know what Bajans are doing, busy doing other things.
To the percentage that they were getting on the money that was happening.
Listen to what our colleague is saying. Vigilant, and that is the problem. No, but you see, that's the problem with a lot of Barbadians. Clico was here for a lot of years, and people sat back for a lot of years and did not pay attention. Yes, Paula. All right, so let's listen up to our colleague. Come on.
Life is guaranteed. Any company can go down.
Yes.
Personally, based on the trade confirms and Clico and so on, I even would invest in a company that's not Bajan. That's my
first criteria. Okay.
And then, if it's something that's mature, it usually is. Trade confirmed, interest rate is very high.
Yeah.
People went for it, but it was much higher than the rest. And that's where it went. Right? So you have to look at it. I mean, it sounds really good, but it might be really good.
But this is a basic rule in investing. The higher the risk, the higher the return. So you got to determine, am I willing to take this risk? You got to know your risk tolerance level and make a decision. Come, Paula.
At the end of the day, nobody has to look out for all your business. You are the owner. It's almost like it's your baby. It's who takes care of your children, not you. You have to have the due diligence. You have to do what you need to do to check and see. You cannot sit back and wait month after month, year after year, and assume that everything is going fine.
Yeah.
You're the principal. You are the driving force. So
I can answer the question.
All right, 1 minute. There's someone in the back. There's someone in the back. Let him say.
I'm saying that everybody's talking here about investing, but we don't teach how to invest. We don't teach how what to look for.
But it's true, because when we go to school. But this is what I'm saying to you, right? I would not go there. I would say you talk to the investment specialist.
We're going to teach me how to fry egg. You will show me how to fry all that burn. But I'm going into a lot of details to tell about invest.
No, it's not true. It's not. That's the thing. This is why it's. Because listen to this.
So what I was saying, right? You said that there was these signs, but I'm the basic person like me that gets work. I got 50 grand here. I gonna put it there.
You wouldn't know. You listen to me, man. No, y'all, no. They said the signs were there. This is my thing. Wait a minute. But you could have taken. You could have. Remember, you could have moved. You could have moved it. Nobody is telling you have to stay for the. Yes, if you stay for 10 years, this is the return you're gonna get. But you could determine in the 7th year, I'm gonna do a little shift. That's the thing, and that's the thing. You have to pay attention. No. So this is what I'm saying. The higher the risk, the higher the return. So you have to.
Is it gambling?
No, they say it's no.
Is it like gambling?
No, it's not like gambling, because what you do with investing is that you educate yourself. You make that decision.
Exactly. So it's a gambling.
No, no. All right, one minute. Yes, ma'am. Let's hear from the lady in the back. 1 minute. Wait. Go ahead. You guys stand up and speak, because we're hardly hearing you. Yeah. To lose. Yes, that was the first lesson a youngster said to me. Maureen, do not invest what you are afraid to lose. So, no,
But then if you're not like that,
then wait. Then if you don't want it, but you don't, nobody is forcing you, because you're not doing it now. So you don't have to. But we're just saying to you, if you really want to create wealth, then you're going to have to take that risk. Listen, and that's what they do. Listen, I know he might not be a favorite person. I know he might not be a favorite. Listen to me, young man. Listen to me. I know he might not be a favorite person to you all, but you've noticed that Mr. Trump, but it has now become a natural thing for him. He goes bankrupt and it's nothing to him. And that's a problem.
Bankruptcy and don't be bankrupt.
No, but listen to the point that I'm making. Until you get involved and get actively involved and get educated about what you're getting involved in, then you will be more. Because I find, and I was told this a long time at college, when you have the information, you are willing to take risks that you would normally take because you didn't know better. So all I'm saying to you is about education, and there's lots of education out there that you can get. Yes, and you're gonna look for the person that can help you understand. Come on, and go ahead, sir. Yes.
We cannot know everything.
No.
But we have to know someone who would know.
No, and can point you to.
Someone who knows.
Yeah. But this is the thing.
That has a skill that you didn't even know that has a skill.
Listen, by the way, you want to hear something? I was in here. It was about last month while I was here, and I was doing this. After the class, a lady came up to me and she said, "You handle yourself pretty well." And then that's when I found out that she was somebody that is an expert in the field of investing and insurance. So all I'm saying to you, be surprised that sometimes the people in the room or people that came last month or the month before can help you. All I'm saying to you is, I myself, because as I said to y'all earlier, I got involved in cryptocurrency, and that opened up my mind, and I believe that I am a lot wiser now, and I would take a lot of risks that I wouldn't have taken before, because I opened up my mind, and I went and I got the information, and now I feel more confident about where and what to invest in now, because I actually know the basics of the kind of things that you can invest in, and where and why not. The guy, Warren Buffett, he's one of the best known investors when it comes to stocks and bonds. And you know why he's so good? Because he doesn't follow the crowd. He gets the information, and he sat down, he would study a company for as long as he needs to study it before he make a decision on them. And that's another thing. Why do we have to rush into everything? You take your time and educate yourself. Mike Maloney, he's another one. He has loads of videos on I love to listen to his videos. He has loads of videos on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, series of enough. And he brought in an investment expert for his mom. He will tell you the story on it. He could tell the story better than me. And when he was expecting that expert to do what is right by his mom, he found out one day he wasn't doing what is right. He fired him. And he decided to educate himself, and he took over. Now he is an expert. So all I'm saying is, sometimes if things don't happen, we won't go and educate ourselves. And he thought he had an expert. He did, but the man wasn't doing it to suit him. You understand? So even me know a little more than I did before, or a lot more. Even if I bring in an expert now, which I will still be talking to my expert and telling him what I don't want him to invest in, and where I want him to go, and when I want to pull from here, and I decide to pull from here. Because when I study a company and they say, you know what, it's time to just step away, I'm going to step away. Even if he's telling me, but no, why don't you stay 2 months longer? I say, you see me? I didn't feel like staying 2 months longer. You advising me. You're the one who know better. You're the one who out there. But you know what? I don't feel like staying 2 months longer with this company. I want my money, and I gone, and I can put it over here. Because I'll study over here now, and I want to do it here. You understand what I mean? So that's all the kind of things you get the foundational stuff, and you work with it. So you have to take the risk. You understand what I'm saying? Good.
That's one of the factors that you learn everything that book which that board that you also learn how to read financial statements.
And they're not as hard.
And I mean, it's like if you don't learn to do these things, you can't run a business.
Not only that, but the point is you have to get your circle broadened. Because if in your circle it's just mommy, grandmommy, brother and sister, and neighbor, and school friend, and them ain't got no knowledge in it, you gonna sit down there with them all the time? You got to look. I'm sure if you put in the internet and you go investment club, you will probably get so many different names you wouldn't even know who to start with. But at least if you start with somebody, eventually you will determine, all right, will I stay with them or will I go somewhere else? Yes, ma'am.
But I don't know his name. But while in prison, he studied investing. I know he's very good and he's very motivated, working very well. And I think he's a wonderful example for anybody to.
Yeah, you just want to educate yourself. There's too much information around in this world now that you don't have to stay ignorant. Yes, ma'am.
You know what the definition of madness is?
Doing the same thing and expecting different results.
If we are not even open to finding out about it, how can we be doing something different?
Basic investing 101, I bet you can find that book.
And try and find out what is out there and what is available to you, even if you choose the safest thing. Yeah. It is not guaranteed. It is not.
They say mutual funds is supposed to be safest thing. Yeah?
So my point is simple. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expect different results. You will end up with the same thing. You get lemons and sugar with water, it will always be that.
So who in here could sing?
A little bit.
So sing that song for me. I just want a verse.
Which one?
Emancipate yourself from
Slavery. Not self can free our mind. Have no fear of energy.
That's all I could tell when I call. I don't know what else to do. I tell when we in that fair journey no more, not the poverty one. It's so everybody in here has to sit down and determine where you're at and what is this one small thing you will do differently from today on. I give you a suggestion. You don't have to take it. I say get a notebook, get an exercise book. I say start with the financial goals. I say get a vision board. I mean pick and do a thing. Make your home a profitable investment. How will we do that? Make your home, is your home a profitable investment now?
Yes, it is.
Yes, what makes your home a profitable investment, ma'am?
Because I've decided to rent it out and move back home. There you go.
Okay, one. Who else?
Your property is a liability, not asset, unless it is bringing in more income than it is.
Yes. So if your business is in your home, then it's a profitable investment. All right. So let me give you another idea, right? Now, you know, even if the house ain't 5 bedrooms, right? Someone wanna got their houses look better in hotels. So you all can rent them out and you can have birthday parties, bridal showers, yeah? Baby showers, yeah? That's how you can make, you're gonna let Halu get all? Correct. I mean, when I go up with a budget already, I mean, my God. Cause when I got in with a budget, you know, I know that. Right. So that's a way you can make your home a profitable investment if it's not. Yeah? So I just give you an idea or two. I mean, and you could probably just cater to people in your environs in that area. Yeah, and you'll be surprised that we could bring in the year. Yeah, you understand what I mean? So just think about it and start to plan. Who knows? Ensure you have a future income. Again, that's basically repeating what we said before. You want to prepare for your retirement. You want to have money for the future. Yeah? Increase your ability to earn, create different streams of income. Get this. Yeah, so y'all could be, so I like to talk about this one. So say I had a barber shop and I could do all the fades. Call it fades, guys? Fades. So then y'all could decide now that y'all gonna do people's names on the beard now. Y'all gonna dye the mustache could be it's going on green, you know. I mean, y'all could get all kinds of creative ways. That would start getting more money. You understand what he's saying about creating more streams of income? So I know when I think I ain't making sport, but I ain't making a sport. I mean, when I be surprised. So even where you're right at now, or there might be some other untapped talent that you have that you didn't pay any attention to, think about it. You might. Yeah, I mean, people going on YouTube and putting out things, and in Tutu know there's multi-millionaires on things. I mean, it's amazing what the technology has done for people. Yes, streamers, yes, we haven't forgotten you. Don't forget to put your names and your comments and your questions in the chat box. They will be answered. Yes, we're glad to have you with us. No, I have to do that occasionally, right? So all I'm saying, people think about it and try to create different streams of income. Yeah? Try to do that. Think about it. So even if you leave here today, or even now as you sit there, you say, Lord, what's my other talent? Or what's the other thing I could do? What else can I do? So if you make drinks and you're only doing breadfruit drink and cassava drink, you could probably think about doing yam drink now. You never know, because is it breadfruit? Is it cassava flour? There is a flour that they say if we use that, there's a flour that if we use more of that and less of the white flour, yeah, it will help in terms of reducing our high blood pressure. I think it's the cassava. I'm thinking that. So that's what I'm saying, that, you know, we got a lot of local things here that we could start using instead of doing all that stupidness. You know, when I know a couple of years ago, I didn't even check it recently. So I subject to correction, because, you know, now I find it streaming. But I understand it was something like, I ain't getting any figure. When I could figure, you know, it was either the pancake mix or the pancake syrup. I don't know how much money we were spending for that. Try to figure at me. How much? $2 million? Oh, yeah, you mean? No, I mean not importing. How much? 2 million? Mm-hmm. All right, 2 million. She ain't doing so bad. She gained. She won. Multiply it by 4. $8 million. It was either in the syrup or the pancake. No, when it Danny was listening, when I wear some pancake or when I wear some bakes and things, disgusting. I would like me to sit down with me to walk off. When I look through that basket, right, when I be crying, when I be saying, get me out the island. I can't remember. I think it may be Trust Loan on YouTube or something like that.
Another thing,
yes.
we just got a lot of that people don't know.
What?
James is selling.
What's that?
You know any juice?
Yeah,
dog jump. Oh, because I was supposed to say it was noonie juice. I was just about to say it was noonie juice. Yeah. Right, so there are a lot of local things that we could do. So think about some street. Remember, we ain't depend. The 30 people depending on us. We're not dependent on them. So we are going to make sure we have sustainable business. Listen up, everybody. We're going to make sure we have sustainable businesses, and we're going to try to create more than one. And you know what? This information that we're getting, we're going to talk to our children. Because it must go on. Children, and the children. You understand what I mean? Yeah. No, the ones that want to, the godchildren. The children. So in summary, what we're saying to you, spend less, earn more, invest wisely. You can invest wisely when you educate yourself, or you look for those who can educate you. Information is just around the corner. So when I don't get any excuses in here and try to prop up on them things, I ain't taking it. Money and how it works. So money refers to a store of value. Money is an officially issued legal tender that typically consists of notes and coins. Money is a circulating medium of exchange as defined by a government. Money is often synonymous with cash and includes various instruments such as checks. Money as legal tender is a commodity, note, asset, or an officially issued currency that one can legally exchange for something of equal value, such as a good or service, or to pay a debt. Money is also referred to as currency. Money is a liquid asset. What is a liquid asset? When I say it's a liquid asset, what do I mean? So I hear, but yeah, you can convert it easily into something, into value. What's that you're saying, Madam Blonde? What is it you said?
Oh, no, just say it can convert into any.
Easily, yeah. So we're talking, I saw this on net and I thought it was really good. 4 different types of money. We have commodity money, fiat money, fiduciary money, and commercial bank money. Yeah, 4 different types of money. Imagine that. I saw this on the website. I thought, wow, this is it. Saying it perfect. Commodity, goods and services are exchanged for goods and services. The old system of bartering. Correct.
Not one anymore.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because the actual legal tender is not. Actually, I saw it on television the other day. It was putting streets looking like nasty paper. I was like, Jesus, you know what's to come to that?
Making those sort of
People are stitching for
figures and things.
from the website.
Yeah.
Wow. Lord Jesus, I pray we don't come to that. Fiat, when the government declares that it's legal tender, everyone accepts it as a medium of exchange. It is not backed by any physical commodity. So what we're saying is when it's fiat currency, which is what we use now, it is not backed by any physical commodity. Paula likes to tell the story, so I will let her tell the story. Paula, what does it mean when you say it's not backed by physical commodity?
In other words, there's nothing that it is tied to. Initially, money was made of silver and gold. It had its own intrinsic value. And when we started to get paper floating around, it would say, this is proof, it would be like a promissory note. This is proof that this person has $100 worth of gold in the bank. Right? Now, fiat currency does not have anything backing it of value. All right, and we'll understand why when we go.
All right. Fiduciary money. When we talk about fiduciary money, what we're talking about, I don't know if I'm calling it right. You know, some of you could pronounce it better than me. Anyway, depends on its value on the confidence. So its value is dependent on the confidence that it will be generally accepted as a medium of exchange. It is not declared legal tender by the government. It is a promise by one person to the other. Example, checks, banknotes or drafts, postal orders. So when we talk about fiduciary money, we're really talking about things like that. Yeah? Commercial bank money. Debt generated by commercial banks that can be exchanged for real money. You hear that? That can be exchanged for real money or to buy goods and services. Who generate that debt? The commercial banks. Wait, tell me now, earlier. Money's value is not necessarily derived from the materials used to produce the note or coin. The value is derived from the amount shown on its face, partnered with the public's willingness to support the displayed value. So if I had a $50 note and I pull it out and my face was on it, would that be legal tender? Would y'all want? No. Y'all would not take it at all for anything that I could purchase from you? Not at all? I thought my face would just do it. The value is derived from the amount shown on its face, partnered with the public's willingness. Y'all, there's no willingness in you to support the value. Gee, thank you, sir. We was all after. Oh, that's interesting here. Buy my product with it. Wow, that's a smart one. That's witty. So, what is money? To qualify as money, it must have a store value. It must be a medium of exchange and a unit of account. Yeah. So what we say, to qualify as money, it must have a store value, a medium of exchange, and a unit of account. So currency. Currency now is a general accepted form of money as well. It includes coins and paper notes, which is issued by a government and circulated within an economy. So most countries in the world have their own currency, yeah? Apart from those who are still tied to their mother countries. Right, they'll be using that mother country's money, but other than that, all of us have our own currency, yeah? It's used as a medium of exchange, again, for goods and services. Currency is the basis for trade. Currency is a representation of money or a medium of exchange. What's the point? The difference between money and currency is that it's a store of value. Currency tends to lose value. So the same guy, Mike Maloney, that I told you all about, that have loads of videos on YouTube, he would tell you the difference between money and currency is the store of value, and it tends to lose value. So money is the one that's the store of value, but currency is the one that loses value, yeah? I mean, this guy, when you start to listen to his videos, you don't even have to listen to one. He's Mike Maloney. Just, you know, I mean, when you start, you don't even gotta listen to the video one. When you start listening to it, it's be like, well, can't believe it. I remember what I told you about him earlier, that he had an expert in dealing with his mother's investment, and then lo and behold, and now he's not a major, unfortunately. Mike, oh, the name is on the board. Come on, guys, come on, pay attention, pay attention. The name is on the board, Mike Maloney. You could probably put it up on your things now. No, it's Mike. I didn't say Mark. Oh Lord, don't call that name in here. Inflation is a quantitative measure of the rate at which the average price level of a basket of selected goods and services in an economy increases over a period of time. That's a mouthful. Inflation indicates a decrease in the purchasing power of a nation's currency. In a nutshell, it's too much money chasing too few goods. And that is why we talk about losing value. So really and truly, government should not be into printing money if there are no new goods and services. Money is supposed to be created when we create goods and services, not by the government printing money. When they continue to print and print and print, the money is really devaluing. So suddenly you're going to market, huh? Yeah, the inflation, too much money chasing too few goods. Yeah? It indicates a decrease in the purchasing power of a nation's currency. So one day, so like last year or year before, you would have gone out $100, and it might get a few more things this year. You might be looking at thinking, listen, I just be looking down in cashiers now, you know, I'm looking at my bill before I never used to do it. I know it's easy. I never used to be so vigilant, you know, no. Look like cheese on break. Look, let me look here. See, she doing something twice. I was be doing that, you know. I never used to be like that. No? So let's look here and see. We have a pictorial view of what I was saying. So in 1971, 1 gram of gold could buy you 5 loaves of bread. Woo! Today, 1 gram of gold could buy you 20 loaves of bread. So what does that mean? It means that gold's buying power has actually increased over time, regardless of the fluctuating dollar-based prices. Yeah, and we're comparing the gold to the US dollar. In 1971, 1 US dollar could have buy you 4 loaves of bread. Today, they ain't turn on. Today, they're saying 1 US dollar will buy you half loaf of bread. That means the purchasing power of the US dollar has dramatically decreased during the last 40 plus years. Now, you would find that kind of hard to believe. You know why? Do you know why? It's about perception, isn't it? What does the whole world trade in? Ha ha! What's the most popular trading currency in the world? It was in the US dollar. That was in this. It was somewhere in 1971, and after the Second World War and all of that, the US would have got everybody, huh?
1944.
It was.
At the Browne Convention.
That's
when they established US dollar.
Yeah, so the U.S. would have smartly got everybody to trade using the U.S. dollar. So what has happened now is that everybody trades in the U.S. dollar. So whether it's lost its value or not doesn't matter.
It's only recently that people have started.
So what has happened now? You know, there's a war going on. You know, there's a psychological war. I call it a psychological war going on. That's what it's about. So what China is doing is China is moving all across the world. And what are they doing?
Making alliances and giving people money.
Yeah? So what they're doing is they're dumping the US dollar. Why do you think they're doing that? Yeah. Actually, China has a really great story, you know. Anyhow, I tell one of, anyway, let me be careful, because I put on YouTube. Yeah. So that's the war that's going on between them now, and what's the China's dollar? What's the name of the China thing? Yang. Yeah. Did you right? Cause I know that word yuan cannot then sound something. Listen, I expect y'all to educate me right. Yeah, right. It was about a year or so ago when their money has now become one of the official trading currencies of the world as well. Yeah, yeah, they have. Why? You gotta go and use the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Fractional reserve banking. Fractional reserve banking is a banking system, and it's all over the world. It's not special to Barbados, in which only a fraction of bank deposits are backed by actual cash on hand are available for withdrawal. Yeah? So this is done to expand the economy by freeing up capital that can be loaned out to other parties. So what has happened is, right, so Paula has a bank, right? So let me pretend Paula has a bank.
Yes, please.
So all of us, now I'm using small money to make my point. So all of us have $100, and we're going to deposit the $100 on Paula's bank. So it named Paula's bank. So all we gone and we deposit money from Paula by $100. So Paula got, how much people in here, Paula?
40.
So Paula got 40 by 100 is how much? $4,000.
4,000.
Y'all, it's 40 by 100, 4,000, right? So what Paula would do is loan out, because the central bank would have said to Paula, you have to keep 10% on reserve. So Paula would keep back of your actual cash. So Paula would keep back how much? 10% of 4,400. So Paula got a little the box, $400, and she lent out all the rest of the money. Now somebody decided to say Paula is no good. Let me go and get we money. And we rushing.
The bank shut today.
So you call that a bank run. Yeah, or run from the bank. Madam will be looking for holes. Cause we will be outside with we cutlass, cause you know we don't play about it. In fact, we don't use we don't use cutlass no more. We don't use cutlass no more. You understand? So that's what. So what you call fractional reserve banking, that's what it's basically, where the bank never has all the money that its depositors have given to it. Yeah.
So as you go, so what's your repayment? Like after bank bankrupt, and I go $10 million money.
You get a percentage of that.
Well, hopefully the bank would have insurance. Hopefully the bank will have insurance. And since you will have 10 million, you will probably be in the line to get yours first. Because the bigger the creditors, them is come up first. So you little $100.
You go,
Anyhow, right, so governments tend to put policies in place so that if something like that happened, they will try the best. You know, I know that that's hurt when I heard, but we talk about CLICO, you know they're trying the best with CLICO thing.
People didn't get back any money.
Get back the money?
Right, because and that's the interesting thing, you know. It's amazing that you see these companies going along and they look like wow, and then we hear the show, they ain't got the kind of regulations or everything in place, because that is what happened with the crash in the world crash in 2008. You can imagine that them saying down there from the it was the reserve, it was the federal bank, the people from the Fed talking about, well, I guess we didn't have as much regulation in place that we should have. I'm on YouTube, so I can't say. Yes, ma'am. Listen up, because everybody, let's listen. She has the very small.
I know people like to talk about people, but that in the Stanford administration, when the country was in trouble, they were people was not the first time that we came together and warned the Barbados government in the middle that we would not go into devaluation. And this is why now I think the government will always back people, and people will tend to be safe. So I think a lot of people looking on that they will say because the bank, the government is not going to let people take that part because they did not allow the Barbados government to value 93.
Right. Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, one of the points I wanted to make earlier was that, you know, we can get as sophisticated as we want to get and as technologically sound as we want to get. When people do not want to hold restraints, there are principles that have been set in place, whether you believe in God or not, too bad for you, because it is work. And if you work against them, it is just a matter of time before they crush you. So if people continue to walk the straight and narrow path, they won't cause so much harm to others. But people choose to step away because they get smarter than God Himself. Yeah. You understand? It has come down basically to that. So we could get all sophisticated with our words, you know. At the end of the day, if you don't want to walk in those principles, I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. And let me tell you something, you know, in Barbados we like to say, I get enough rot to hang, she says. We like to so get enough rot to hang yourself. Well, when you are doing wrong and retribution has not come, it is because there's a God who is merciful and He's giving you time to correct your ways. What you don't realize is the longer you take to correct your ways, the bigger the retribution. So don't fool yourself that you get in the way. So a lot of people that fool themselves, so they're going to do bigger and bigger and bigger. So they set greater risks and greater risks. You understand? So that is the problem. So when you get down to the thing, people step outside boundary lines they had no right stepping out of. When the sea crossed a boundary line, what has happened? So what's the point in everything I say today? Remember we talk about how money will work. The only way to become financially independent is to accumulate income generating assets which can pay for your expenses. That's what the rich do. They do not take up their money and eat it out like we do. You understand? They get educated about investments, invest, and then let that money work for them. Okay? We save capital, that's what she says. The capital works hard and generates additional income for us. Your ultimate goal is to become financially secure, then financially independent, and then financially free. That's your ultimate goal. So that's going to go in your notebook today. You're going to become financially secure. Then you're going to seek to become financially independent. Then you're going to seek to become financially free. So what do I mean when I say that? Financially secure is when you have enough savings that you can live from it for a period of time, even if an emergency happens. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to calculate our monthly expenses. Then we're going to take that calculation and we're going to multiply that by 6. We're going to put in a little extra, yeah? And that's when you can say that you start to kind of a little bit secure. Because if something happens, you have that little nest egg, as they call it, put away, and you can stabilize yourself till you start to generate more income again. Some people put away a year amount. But I said, let me start with 6. Let me start something. Let me start. 3 months then. 3 months. If 6 is too long. 3 months. And then the next goal will be 6. And then the next will be 9. And then the next will be a year. But that is where you want to become financially secure. That if something happens, you can still live. And you and both the place.
Thank you.
Give me $1. Give me $1. Just $1. Financial independence. You have built up enough capital now to live from it indefinitely. Jeez, you can imagine that. So you're living below your means. You able to drive out the car, not the SUV, and that stupidness. You don't want them things. You drive out the car, you could go up by the gas station, you could put gas in it, you don't out there so say, geez, I wish I at least have a $5 bill so I can get it, so give me $5 in gas. I want to give you 5 coins. I want to give you 4 coins and then 4 25-cent pieces. But baby, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Don't mind nobody. Cause at least you got $5 to put gas in car. I don't know how far I can get, but that ain't the point. You understand? That's not the point. At least you try. At least you try. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to have it. So you want to move from. So today, there are those of you that might be very financially independent around here. So your next goal will be moving to financial freedom. There are those of us who don't have to get financially secure, and then we will move there. So you see, we got goals we could go towards. Now, financial freedom is a state of where you can fulfill all your dreams. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. When I become financially free, I will not be getting on from BA and AA with you all. I will be having my own private jet. Yeah? On Mondays, I would drive the Mercedes. On weekends when I feel like spinning inside myself, then I would get in it. But other than that, I want to be. In fact, I want to be chauffeur driven right now. You understand? So yeah, I can be chauffeur driven. So what would I be chauffeuring around on Mondays, Paula? But I would have somebody driving that. Okay. And then on Tuesday, I would do the limo. Yes. On Wednesday, it would be the Rolls. Yes. On Thursday, it would be not the Audi. No, I want the Ferrari. The Ferrari. Ferrari. The Maybach. All right. I really know it cars. They just talking stupidness. And I would listen up, people. I want y'all dream with me. Definitely, I will be owning property in Sandy. In fact, I'll be living in Sandy Lane. I would own something in Port St. Charles. I would have something up at the Crane, according to where in the island I want to go occasionally. But that's only Barbados. I only talk about Barbados for now. But I will have something in Panama, and I will have something in Dubai. Yeah. Woo. Financial freedom. In fact, I will still be teaching this class, and today, when you leave here today, you all will leave with a nice check. No less than 10,000 US. That's what I'm financially free. So let's just dream for a moment. What's wrong with that? Free ourselves. Right. So that's when you talk about financial freedom, that's what we're talking about. You understand? That's where we are. Don't mind somebody tell me wait, because I said I want a house with a pool. And the person said, well, I never want a house with a pool. Well, that's your business, is that your business? I want a house with a pool. Please, don't get tired. Right.
I have some pools ready to sell you.
A pool?
A house with
a house with a pool? You getting rid of it? I invest with you. If you can't manage it no more, get rid of it.
It's not hard.
In yours, I won't, because I know you trying to get me in trouble. So put me in trouble. You want to put me in trouble. I want that. You keep that. Right. Asset. An asset is something that puts money in our pockets. Liability is something that takes money out of our pockets. Listen, I like this man here, Robert Kiyosaki. The poor and the middle class. Yeah? I am in the sky and in the class. The poor and the middle class acquire liabilities. Could everybody read that, please? The poor and the middle class acquire liabilities, but they think their assets.
Not if I earn some income from it.
No, the car, when I drive about them cars, the investment capital will be buying them, not my money. Don't get tired. I'm a wise woman now. An asset, so what is an asset? It can be thought of as something that in the future can generate cash flow, reduce expenses, or improve your sales regardless of whether it's manufacturing equipment or a patent. Listen, it would have been 2000 and, so it was somewhere between, so it had to be 2001, somewhere between 2001 and 2002. I was going to work at that time. I was working at some company. And on my way to work, I was so upset. That is when they made the announcement that the Americans had patented the steel pan. They had patented the steel pan. They must can't even spell it. But the patenting. What is wrong with women? I mean, why would I let them do that? I mean, I fret for the whole time back down to work. I was so upset. Patent. You see, they say a patent is an asset. What is wrong with women? I mean, come on, people. So what is the liabilities? Liabilities are defined as the company's legal, financial debts or obligations that arise during the course of business operations. So before we let me look at assets first. So what is the asset? Businesses, owning businesses, more than one. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, income generating real estate. So you real estate. So you know the government got a lot of buildings about the place. So we could start building buildings, people, and ask the government to move into offices. We will be getting money forever. Because you know how it is with them.
They want 30.
So those are examples of assets, yeah? Liabilities, payables to suppliers. Some of them all the suppliers pay them. The government obligations, the taxes that when they know about this morning. If you have employees, the wages and salaries are even your own. And the loans. It's just examples. So check this now, Example of an asset generating income. So in 2001, I bought an Apple iPod for $399 US. In the same 2001, with the same US $399, I purchased, or somebody purchased Apple shares. In 2011, it earned me $12,000 US. Where you feel the iPod is? By 2011, where was the iPod? You on some? In fact, one of the young little ones didn't even know what iPod is.
Honestly, know where it is. That's true.
That's what I mean. So you know, this. You see what happened? So all of you would have gone and you would have got a yellow one. I know. You would have got a pink one. You would have got a green one. Yeah, you would have got a white one. iPod. Yeah, when you see we could be doing any money? No. That's compound interest. Yeah. Liability. What we just said about the poor and the middle class. So let us take him with a let print him with a mind. You understand? Compound interest is the eighth, this is what Albert Einstein said, is the eighth natural wonder of the world and the most powerful thing he has ever encountered. That's what Einstein said here. What did Dr. Ruja say? She says the wonder of compounding transforms your working money into a state-of-the-art, highly powerful income generating tool. That is what compound interest does. And that is what happened here. I can compound this, but I can compound this. You understand? So that's why I want people to start looking around and seeing and being educated about investing. Yeah? So, when we talk about compound interest, what we're talking about? P, the principal. We have I, which is the nominal annual interest rate in percentage terms, whether it be 10%, 5%, 6%. And N is the number of compounding periods, whether it's 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, or whatever. So what are we talking about? We're going to play a short video now on compound interest just to show you. So some of you would have done this, or most of you would have done it at school. I got it from Investopedia. That's where you could go and learn all about investing.
Interest an investor earns on his original investment, plus all the interest earned on the interest that has accumulated over time. Compound interest is interest on interest. To understand compound interest, let's first look at simple interest, the interest earned on the original principal only. Suppose you deposit $10,000 into a high interest savings account at 5% simple interest rate for 3 years. The interest you earn each year is 5% times $10,000 equals $500, for a total of $1,500 of interest at the end of year 3. $500 plus 500 plus 500. Now instead, suppose that you deposit the same $10,000 at 3% interest compounded annually. Year 1, the interest you earn is the same, $500. But in year 2, the interest you earn is 5% times $10,500. The original amount plus the interest you earn in year 1. So the second year's interest is $525. In year 3, you earn 5% interest on $11,025. $10,000 plus 500, year 1 interest, plus 525, year 2. Or an interest payment of $551.25. In total, you earn $1,570.25 in interest over 3 years with compounding interest versus $1,500 with simple interest. a difference of $76.25. The effect of compounding becomes especially powerful over longer time periods as the amount of earned interest becomes larger and larger.
Brilliant. So that was just to give you a little inside scoop of compound interest. It does make a difference, and that's why I would say to you, investing is something that you need to put on your plan. You might not be able to do now, but you could decide in the next year or two, I want to save enough to do some investing, whether invest whatever shares you think you might want to invest in, or even in a business. I saw something in paper recently that I thought was a good investment. So even, and this thing, they say that Bajans like to be in charge of nothing rather than to gather together and be in charge of a little of something. And I saw, I think it was on Friday, there's a retail person looking for somebody to look out for their stations, their service stations, and the thing. I saw that in the paper. I thought, oh, wow, this is a great business opportunity. So I thought to myself, well, if you have the money, you could probably, even if you don't have all the money, because you have to come with some kind of the money, they said, when you make the application. I'm saying if you get like 4 or 5 people together to put up the thing and go and send in the proposal and see if they'll consider you. I think it's a really great opportunity. It would have had to be in either the Friday Nation and the Sunday. They didn't know, so they're not telling you who it is, but I suspect it is one of the thing companies.
So you want us to? You want to?
Yeah, you're gonna got a certain amount of money to put yourself forward, yeah. But it's a real good opportunity. I actually should have probably, if I had studied, I would have taken a picture so I could read it to y'all. But I thought this is a great business opportunity. Yeah, I thought so. But so it's either in the Friday Nation, but they want somebody to manage a set of service stations and a set of service stations and what do they attach to the service station now? The convenience stores. Yeah, so they want somebody to manage a set of them. So I don't know. They said service stations and convenience stores. So I don't know if it's 2, I don't know if it's 3, I don't know if it's 4 or 5. I don't know. But you know, if you apply, you're going to find out that further information.
Being a franchisee.
Well, I thought the reason why I wasn't thinking it was a franchise is because they want you to manage a set of them.
And not necessarily.
And not one, because I know you can franchise. You can apply to those different service station people, and you can do a franchise with them. Fine, but I don't think it's that, because they say manage a set. So I believe they're looking, but they don't want to seem to employ the person. The person would be a contractor. Yes, a contractor. That's what they said, a contractor manager or some manager contractor to think. So I thought it was a great opportunity.
Already a franchise.
They said that if you have done it before, fine, but they weren't. Once you had the money and stuff, they will be willing to. So it's in the paper. It's actually the person who's advertising is Profiles Caribbean, so they're advertising for the person, but they didn't put any name. So I don't know if it's Ruby, Soil, or one of them. I don't know who it is, or if it is somebody under them has a set. Yeah, but have more than one, because there are some Barbadians that own more than one of those stations. Yeah, so it might be one of them that are looking for somebody to do that. Right, so it might be one of those persons, yeah? All right, so now to recap, we're going to look at another video that I thought was quite interesting. And it says a lot of the stuff that we would have said this morning, but I just thought let's have a little video to just change up stuff a bit. Listen carefully. Shh. Yeah, I don't. I put it up this one.
But there are a few things that make it very hard to get out of the rat race. We're called them 7 financial sins. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to learn this independent release every week. And let's get started. Sin number 1. Most people do not plan their finances. People get their paycheck paycheck and start paying their dues, their groceries, and a few other things, and hope they have enough money left over at the end of the month. By planning their savings or living expenses and starting your budget ahead of time, you'll have more control over your finances and avoid overspending. Most people do not have a very clear idea of where their money is going, and in many cases, people overestimate how much they actually have in their bank account when they're making a purchase. So I want to give you a challenge. For the next 30 days, check your bank account every day. Sometimes it might not look pretty. You'll be much more conscious of what you have and where your money goes. And it will help you make a decision whether you should buy those $85 sunglasses or not. Manage your own money and become better at it. You'll be more prepared and much more effective when you get the opportunity to manage your money. Sin number 2, buying with consumer credit. According to CNBC, there's over $747 million owed in consumer credit cards. That averages to be over $60,000 per person holding a credit card. Now, the benefits of using credit cards may know your credit line, which is important. Many cards have protection insurance in case of loss or fraud. They may also have benefits like cashback, miles for airlines, points and credit cards and not used correctly can affect your finances in a very negative way. This is because credit cards encourage people to spend more money than they have. You can have $100 in your pocket and be able to spend $1,000. And since you don't have to pay the full amount back right away, it's much easier to blow your budget. Like stated before, now planning your finances can lead to overspending, which is financially dangerous. But even more dangerous is to overspend on consumer credit. This is because credit cards have very high interest rates. They can go from 8% up to 30% per month. Sin number 3, making minimum payments on a credit card. So my buddy Jerry here has $5,000 in credit card debt with an interest of 60%, and he happily makes the minimum payments of $350 since he doesn't need that much of his paycheck. The problem is Jerry hasn't done the math, so he doesn't realize that the interest alone adds $800 to his debt, and even though he's paying every month, his debt keeps growing, which means his interest gets higher too. And soon, Jerry finds himself with more debt than he can handle. Think about it. Credit cards have very high interest. The average interest rate for consumer credit cards is over 15%. So let's say that we have $1,000 in credit card debt and we pay the minimum payment of $50. We can charge $150 in interest but only pay $50. Now we have $1,100 in debt. Next month, pay the minimum $50 and now we can charge $165 in interest since now our debt is bigger. And our debt will grow again to $1,250. If we keep doing this, our interest rate will compound over time until our debt is too big to even pay for it. Sin number 4, not saving for retirement or financial freedom. Many people who save money save for a rainy day or to buy cool toys, but very few put away money for their retirement or financial freedom. Think about it. You might be young and able to produce income now, but you might not always be able to do that. And with Social Security failing, you cannot just leave that responsibility to the government or leave it to your children. Your retirement and financial freedom is your responsibility. And even if it's not much, every little bit counts, especially if you put it to work and have it compound with investments. Think about it. If you put $100 a month with a 7% return after taxes and fees, in 35 years, you will have over $167,000. And that is just for $100 a month. It pays off to start investing the earlier the better. Sin number 5, making money decisions based on emotion. Making financial decisions with emotion can be in a very vulnerable position. Simply because when we are in a sensitive emotional state, we are not as strategic and rational with our thinking. We are more likely to make mistakes. This can be both positive and negative emotions. If we are very happy and optimistic in a sort of manic mode, we can make investments that might look like great ideas, quick ways to make cash until you start to think about it logically. Or if we're in a negative state, we tend to be very unpredictable. So avoid making important decisions after a major event that causes an emotional shift. This will help you to use your intelligence and rationality when making decisions instead of emotion. It will make you much smarter with your money. Think about Steve Jobs. Out of anger from being fired from Apple, he sold all of his ownership in the company. Eventually, he got a few shares back, but was only left with 0.6% of the company, which is still worth around $1.8 billion. But if he would have avoided taking an emotional decision, he would have kept only $66 billion of Apple. Sin number 6. Focusing too much on money and neglecting the process. Big relationships with people like Browne, Oprah, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and many others have this same philosophy. You have to love the process. You have to be passionate. As Richard Branson says, if you go into business only to make money, you are better off doing nothing. One of the things that I'm sure you notice is that when you try to go for the money while neglecting and disrespecting the process, you end up losing. For example, if you have a business and got no interest in creating a relationship with your customers, you can make a quick sell, but you'll be missing out on a lifetime of business by neglecting this process. Sin number 7. Not educating ourselves financially. Money is something that is not taught in school, and the majority of our parents were not wealthy either. So learning about personal finance and how to manage your money and leverage and grow your money is your own responsibility. Neglecting this area will keep us uneducated and therefore less likely to become financially independent. Alright guys, let me know if you agree with this list, and if I miss anything, let us know in the comments. If you are on your way to achieve financial freedom, what is your process and your philosophy? I know it's very interesting what you have to say.
All right, so basically in a nutshell, just wanted to go through that quickly so that you would get an idea. Just to recap, a lot of what we were saying this morning that you could relate to there. Yes, it might have been a bit of American, but we're kind of we're in this together, yeah? And you notice that emotional decision that a male made. It wasn't a woman this time, it was a male. 66 billion. I mean, from 1.6 billion to 66. Jeez, no wonder he soon died. I mean, come on. Yeah. So again, we don't want to make emotional decisions, and you would have seen that would have been very costly. Yeah. And they were saying the basic things. We need to plan our finances. If we take control, if we plan our finances, we take control of them. Now, we might not have a lot. We might be feeling a bit bad. Some of us might even be depressed. Even though we're smiling today, we might be depressed. But the point is that as soon as you decide that you want to make, you're going to plan. And you're going to plan. And you're going to write things down. And you're going to, you just have to change your mind. It starts with you changing your mind towards money, towards investing, towards how you manage the budget, how you use it. So you might not have a whole lot going on now, but you will not always be there. When you hear these guys, like the same Robert Kiyosaki and stuff, talking about how they live in a car and thing, is be like, and Steve Harvey and all the people used to live in cars and thing. I mean, you'd be shocked. I mean, when you hear about Lisa Nichols, another one, I mean, talking about, going to the bank and just got $5. And when you see these people now at world, and they're making loads of money. So I'm saying just because we might not have a whole lot now, we might only have $10 on your bank account if we got a bank account. It doesn't mean that we have to stay there. Yeah? So we said financial literacy is seen as a set of skills and knowledge that allow persons to make informed, efficient, and effective decisions about their personal, monetary, or economic resources. And we're saying, oh yeah, live streamers, we're coming down to the end. I'm recapping now. Yeah? So you can still put some questions in the chat box. We will definitely answer. So I'm just going to recap quickly, as I was saying. So let's go. And I want you to, now listen, peoples. I talk. I want y'all pass this exam now. Good. To create and manage, if you say you're financially literate, then it means you can create and manage a budget. Great. All right, starting to feel good. Wait. You have to do what? You do what? Something spending. What did they say you have to do? Remember, label upon that, peoples. It starts with a T. Something you're spending. Track. Yes. Remember, I talked about the receipt and all of that. Good. Ninja, to understand, correct? So is a word that means use. Utilize. Yeah. Utilize what though? Yes, debt repayment technique. So we're gonna get experts from that. Then we're gonna advertise as a service, debt management expert. You understand? So we're gonna get so good at that we're gonna then advertise as a service. Okay. What's the other one? Plan for retirement. So that going in your goals book today. We're gonna plan for retirement. What's the next thing? To understand the areas of invest, yes, and insurance. Good. I'm feeling good. I can give myself an award. Do the next one. To engage in what? Tax planning. Yes, because I was just about to say, remember where I tell you how to go. What is that? Barbados Revenue Authority, please. Yes. To understand how? Money works. Yes. Save at least 10%. Or if you ain't got 10, what to save? Something. Do something. Yeah. What's the second one? Budget. Good. Multiply your income. Yes. Protect your from what? Loss. Yes. I'm feeling good. I can get a teacher's award. Make your I give an idea. Right. I tell when I don't let her look get all things. Ensure a future income. Yes. And last but not least, increase your ability to earn. Yes. So the only way to become financially independent is to accumulate income generating assets which can pay for your expenses. Okay? So that's the whole point. That's how money works. When you get income generating assets. Yeah, and they keep generating the money. Yeah, that's what you want. So that your money then starts to work for you and you don't have to be working for a slave in a way. So to create wealth, we need to spend less, earn more by creating multiple streams of income. We will invest wisely. First, we learn about investing and then we increase our assets. So you have to be educated people. You are not going to just jump in, I mean, I have a friend that jump in. But guess what? Today is paying off. She jumped in. Yeah. But I know she's saying, whoa, look at this. But she got the education after she did it back with me. But that was fine and I understand that, and she's doing well because of that. So all we're saying is that we will be educated though, because back in her time they had nothing so. And the internet and all them things that you could go open. So you could start with Investopedia. Go there. Yeah? Investopedia.com. Yeah? That's a good site to go on. Plus there are numerous sites around. I tell you, go and look at Mike Maloney's video. Mike Maloney. I did not say that other name. I said Mike. M-O-K-E. Good. Thank you. Any questions? Do you have any questions for me? Yes, ma'am. Are you I wonder. I have yes, I have business cards.
Just put a stop there, what you doing?
Put a what? A stop. Okay, so we have our evaluation forms, one for the trust loan and one for me. So please, don't put your names on the evaluation forms. So be very candid and frank about today's session. Do not lie, be honest. Be honest. If you think they shouldn't bring me back, say so.
You are hilarious.
Oh, yes, you should. I really enjoyed it.
So, see if we can find my business cards. So yes, we want you to fill out the evaluation form. So streamers, we're at the end. You can put your comments and your comments about today's session in the chat as well, so that we can get back some feedback from you about how today's session on Introduction to Financial Literacy went. My name is Maureen Browne, M-A-U-R-E-E-N, Browne with the E. Yeah? Good. Yeah, I have a few more in there. Yes. So, thank you so much for coming today. You want an evaluation form? Oh, you want card? Okay. Thank you so much for coming today. Remember that the Trust Loan Fund has trusted you. I went to a business meeting the other day, and it was nothing to do with Trust Loan Fund. And I said to them, I mentioned the trust loan, and the people didn't have a lot of confidence in you all. But the Trust Loan Fund got confidence in you. So you're going to pay back that loan, because the other people coming behind you must be able to get. Remember what I told you about how I was there palpitating and thing? So we ain't going to put nobody else through that. You understand? We ain't going to do that at all. M-A-U. Yes. My mother likes to call me Maureen, but I pronounce it Maureen. You want form, Paula? Ronald wants a form. Pardon me?
I'm going to farm.
It doesn't have the braille. Did you want?
Somebody's gonna read it for you and let you answer.
You want the form for church? Are you teasing me?
You want to send the form? No?
No.
One is a handout.
That's quite excellent.
No problem. I got you covered. Thank you.
One is a handout. Do you want to have the handout?
Of course.
Come, can we have the handout for him, please? So one is the handout, so you can get someone to read that to you for me. Yes, great.
If there's anyone else who hasn't signed the form.
Yes, your form to show your attendance. All right, so I'm into two worlds. That's my HR world, and that's my crypto world. Yes, please. I was thinking that I should probably, because the same number. Yes, sir, Ronald.
I want to sign the form.
You want Paula? Yes, please. Can I have a form for Ronald? Please, he wants to sign a form.
But okay, I gave you the form. I gave you what you asked me for.
Sorry. She wants.
This is for attendance, right?
Oh, yes, the attendance one. Paula, where's the attendance one? Oh, so, she's right beside the lady, right beside you is doing it. I have two cards. I'm giving you my HR card, but I'm also a crypto advocate. I like to call myself that, a crypto advocate.
Do you have on scale of 1 to 5? It was supposed to be the highest, right?
Yeah. All right, let me get on here for Blondie. Try to give me a nightmare tonight.
But that's what makes you feel bad.
No, look.
I give you my two cards.
Okay, thank you.
Because I'm into HR and I'm into crypto. Okay. You can call me. I into crypto.
I give her my social.
What I gonna do is I can get one on one. But I want the other. I'm into crypto. So if you call me on one and not the other. See which one you want, HR or crypto? And both of them. Both of them. That will? Dubai? Oh.
I had the opportunity to invest in 2008 at 5 cents.
You mean the Bitcoin? Oh, I'm into OneCoin.
Bitcoin? Yeah, we did Bitcoin 2017.
You did? So you have Bitcoin?
Not now, but I had got some very charges for it. Things went down.
Yeah, but I was thinking to myself that the people, so say you had Bitcoins, what you would have done, because you know it was in 2018 that it suddenly do so take off. So I was saying to myself, if you had 100 Bitcoins, thank you, if you had 100 Bitcoins, what you would have do? You would have cashed in all one, or you would have do so and say, because that is one of the things about investing. So you got 100 Bitcoins, the Bitcoin gone up to be 5, Bitcoin gone up to be 5. So it got to be 5,000. What are you going to do? You got 100 Bitcoins, so one is 5,000. What are you going to do?
Well, 100 Bitcoins, if I had so much, there's 100.
But you see the challenge that people would have been in. You got 100 Bitcoins, it gone up to 5,000, right? And then in less than a week it went up to 10, and then in less than a week it went up to 15, and it going on like what you would have done if you just cashed in all in the 100.
You would have pulled the money.
But that's what I'm saying. You have 100 Bitcoins, it went up to 5,000. Then a quick time, so it gone up to 7, it gone up to 8. No, if you try all you 100 for the, I mean at the end of the day, if you only spend $100 and if you only spend $100, you would have make a killing still.
Correct.
You understand? But your heart would have been burning you.
Bitcoin is very volatile, so you have to cut your losses at a certain point. You might lose out, but then you don't want to lose. You might lose some, but the point is not to lose all. So you invest.
That's the way.
But the point,
step back.
I was so upset about it, man, because the whole I actually found out about it. I was on the net looking into purchase some stuff.
Yes.
And it come up like
You use Bitcoin.
I used Bitcoin to purchase the things, and I was like, what's this Bitcoin? So when I checked it out, it was down in China or something like that in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Different people.
Right. So I was like, well, it looked interesting, and it would only cost me 5 cents. And then it's a man. See this here? I read too much trust in this, you know, and they push it one side. And then 10 years down the road, I hear a fella, I bust start talking about, man, he looking to invest $5,000 in this Bitcoin thing, and he got to buy a couple coins at this. And they said, well, when this thing first come in,
when it takes, and you would have probably take up $100 or $200 and do, and then carry that humble tape. Yeah.
You still make money now. It went from 1,000.
We see you tomorrow. We see you tomorrow. Right now,
I ain't coming back to next week to another group. I know, the time really flew. There you go. Yeah.
So you put all the rest of it because I should have gone in the car now. No, you're too busy for me.
Hopefully not. Your hair is going. Yeah. But you are the only body with that. That's an unusual surname.
This boy that nobody else in my business.
What are you doing?
You're going to laugh and tell you. I used to cheer up girls for my business. My lowest price is Friday. Friday is what? Up to 100 and more.
When you save them up, what do you mean to do?
I can show you a picture. I always, right now I go on a bar. If I were to tape, remember this is like silicone. This is where people get to doctor put shit on. So a lot of girls don't know that he was coming to me. People that even went to he got Bobby up and down this guy come to me. So like come over morning.
So how you found out that was gonna do you well? How did you find out?
I used to watch RuPaul's Drag Race with kids. I started it on myself. And then it was like, so when I posted the pictures, people asked me, I did no, I did it myself. So then I started doing my sister and he said, you know, I'm going to charge me this.
Yeah.
So but the tape, I try, like, I know about do cars, I register it. Thank you. I register everything.
What's the problem? Come tell she. Come.
What's the problem? So I was telling she the business I just do.
Look at this.
It's called, I name it Be Fleet to Be Candy because they can put boobs on it. On my Instagram page is boobs on it. So, don't laugh at me.
Listen, she's make money. But that's why telling you, Paula.
It's not something that you
right, that's why you come here.
You know the girls quote, they don't want. They can go make conversation.
No, you coming to me or you coming to her?
Give me your paperwork already. They don't want real bras and things, this come to me. Okay. Right, for instance, this was my birthday.
Okay.
And I got on the see-through one, so no bra. Which in the see-through tape, a box is cost $375, so I got to charge. Right here, the shirt stopped there, but no bra. That's what the girls is want. So that's one of them, no bra. Look at that, the auto there.
Wow. And you lift it up there?
Yes,
because of
I got clients. All right, I can show you the poster now. So these my poster in stores all in town, which is just this little one, and then this whole I made a poster with the whole thing. These people I did for 4 day morning. You see the little shiny thing is the see-through tape. This is me. Now I can't wear something like that without tape in my boots and go up there, they'll be down there. So my service ain't booming. What we're doing from here with this is I put in a little shop on my land, like a little sports bar. So I was gonna put apartments, but I think the shop needed in the neighborhood more than
you're right. It's about offering what people need.
Eventually, I could put more. I put the little rooms or things. Right. So as I go through my process, if I get stick and then got like who to help me, who to tell me I can call. So there's the tape that is used. I even advertisers that don't know what's the tape, is that don't know the effects it will have. You know, I try to market it the best way.